a bit of a high angle, isn't it? I need to put you guys somewhere that's... Oh, no, it's a bit wonky. See, this is the cool thing about my videos. Raw, unedited. We don't get set, you know, get perfect. We just fucking start. Aight then. Hello, what is up? The day is Monday, but it doesn't feel like a Monday. Let me tell you why. I'll tell you why it doesn't feel like a Monday. Because I haven't trained today. I haven't trained. Haven't been to the gym. Normally, Monday, leg day. Well, that's what it's been for the last 12 weeks. But this just in, the new training plan for off-season. So that is what I'm about to run through. Let me adjust. I need to be this side because there's going to be a picture here. Basically, I'm just going to get straight into it. So I'm going to get it up on the old laptop. V for Vendetta. What a film. What a film. Over here in the UK, I don't know why I'm saying that, over here in the UK, as if I've got loads of American viewers. Most of the people who are probably watching this channel probably even buzzing them within a 5-mile radius. But even so, here in the UK, it was firework night two days ago. So it's basically like Friday, Saturday, all weekend. It's just been going off. Literally, it's like, sounds like motherfucking Iraq outside our window. Me and Han have struggled to get to sleep. Well, I haven't. I've been snoring my head off, apparently, within like 5 minutes of closing my eyes. But Han's been struggling to sleep. She's very light sleeping at the minute because Cal took all her calories away. Bless her, she's working hard. She's doing well. But V for Vendetta, what a great film. It's one of them things, and it pops up on Netflix, and Netflix just, it gets you. And then before you know it, everyone that you know has watched the same film. You can all reminisce upon the wonders of such a great film. V. So here we go. John's new training plan for getting massive, making all kinds of gains over this next 18 months, okay? We're running a 6-day split, okay? So you'll see here, should be in a picture in front of you. We're running day 1s through 6. So we've got chest, back, rest, delts, arms, legs, rest. Now, here's the thing. Cal basically is what we call progressing me into his world of new school methods, okay? So I'm guessing for somebody else, this would be push, pull, off, push, legs, off. I don't know. Probably something like that. But basically, as you can see here, the phase specific goal is top line, arms, and lower extremities. Mainly, I think we're talking sort of hams and glutes and calves. What we do is when we get to day 7, we repeat. So overall, across like a month span or a 2, even 3 month span, we're looking at enabling ourselves to increase the frequency in which we train a body part by doing a 6-day split as opposed to a 7-day split. Okay, so rather than taking like a week and saying we're going to train each body part twice a week, we do it across a 6-day split, and then that's enabling us to increase the frequency over time. Okay, and then like it says here, we're starting with rotations 1, and it moves through rotations 1 through 5, or weeks 1 through weeks 5. We start off with base volume, or minimum effective volume, sorry. And this is basically an amount of volume that is appropriate for us to enable us to grow, to make some gains, okay? It's just enough. It's just enough to make all kinds of gains. And no, I'm not trying to be Hodge twins. I just love the Hodge twins, and their language is ingrained in me. Week 2, volume escalation. So volume bumps up a little bit. Week 3, volume escalation again. We pick it up a little bit more. And then week 4 is basically hell week. Okay, so I'm guessing that's where rest pauses are coming into play, cluster sets, all kinds of things. I don't actually have the the volume escalation available yet. Carl's going to be sending that over soon. But I can imagine and give you guys a rough idea of what that would be. And then week 5 is devolume / deload. So basically just backing off the weights a little bit, give yourself time to freshen up, because there's no way that you would be able to continue at that pace. You know, when you get to week 4 and it's maximal volume, there's no way you'd be able to continue doing that week in, week out, because recovery just wouldn't allow it, and it would actually inhibit our growth. So basically we volume up, deload, back to baseline, and then just keep repeating the process over and over and over again until 18 months is up and I'm stacked like a motherfucker. So here's the first workout, okay? So it's chest with basically a little bit of delts, a little bit of triceps, and a little bit of calves. So it's basically push with calves at the end of it. Okay, I'm gonna run through. So we're starting off with some potentiation exercises, which is like scapular retraction, rotator cuff type stuff, getting us in the zone, warmed up and ready to press. That stuff is really important. I've just started incrementing that into my pressing, like before my pressing, and the difference it actually makes when you come to do your first pressing movement is actually huge, okay? So I'd really massively encourage you guys to be doing some scapular retraction, rotator cuff bullshit before you press, because it will definitely help you out. Okay, so first exercises, we're going into machine pec deck. So we warm the pecs up. We go into our pressing movements. We've got incline barbell press, seated machine, hammer strength, plate loaded flat press, flat dumbbell pec fly, incline lateral raises, and then a crossbody tricep extension, one movement for triceps, and then calves at the end of it. So basically we're working up to top sets, and then we've got a back off set. So that's basically chest day. Moving on down, back. Potentiation exercise, high cable rope, stiff arm pull down, get the lats warm. Then we move into our chest supported T-bar row. We've got 2 sets there, heavy set and back off set. Then we're going into the stiff leg deadlifts. I haven't done stiff leg deadlifts in a while. I haven't had deadlifts in my plan for at least a few years. So I'm really excited to see how the deadlifts improve my physique. I'm sure they're gonna put on some meat on the hamstrings and the glutes and the lower lats and erectors. That's something we really want to work on, because we noticed when I was on stage that the erectors weren't really like popping, and them lower lat insertions could be a lot crisper. And that's not really down to a conditioning standpoint. It's down to a conditioning standpoint, but from training the muscle, not from dieting harder. Really need to get to working on the erectors this year. So after that, it's a 45-degree hip extension with dumbbells, like hyper extensions with dumbbells. Just 1 set there, just 1 set also on the stiff leg deads to start for this week. And it's a unilateral seated D handle lat pull down, 2 sets there. Standing hammer strength iso row, unilateral, 2 sets there. D handle low cable shrug, so basically a shrug movement, 2 sets there, and then a movement for forearms, 3 sets there to failure. Moving on to our delt and arm session. Again, potentiation exercises, scapular retraction, rotator movements, and then we're starting off with rear delts, 2 sets there, and then into our first meat and veg exercise for this workout, which is a high incline dumbbell shoulder press. Again, 2 sets there. I normally, a lot of people say like top set, back off set. I do say that as well. But when I'm in the gym, I say single digits and double digits. When me and Sammy are training, we're like, what's the sets, man? I'm like, it's a single digit, then it's a double digit. That's the easier way to, we have to bro things down a bit, man. I can't go fully in. I'm just not there yet, okay? So single digits, double digits. Neutral grip weighted dips. So dips, single digits, double digits. And then standing D handle, low cable lateral raise. So side lateral cable raise. I'm broing it down for you. This is what I had to do for Sammy. He was like, what the fuck? And I was like, basically, bro, it's an incline dumbbell press, dips, cable lateral raise. And then a single arm hammer strength high machine preacher curl. So basically like overhead bicep preacher. 3 movements there. Then it's a D handle curl on the narrow stack. They're really good, I actually really like them. 3 sets there. Crossbody cable tricep extension. I actually normally just use a rope. He actually put here that I can use a long rope tricep extension. 3 sets there, and then unilateral over shoulder cable tricep extension. Basically that, like you're throwing a goddamn javelin. Or sometimes I'm probably going to swap that up for overhead dumbbell extension, and I'm sure he won't mind that. I'll probably ask him as well. And then legs. Legs. Here we go. So we start off with unilateral hip flexion. Get the rectus femoris fired up. Then we go into, what I'll do is I'm going to put a link in the bottom of the video for you guys to see what that is. Seated cable unilateral hip flexion. It's basically get the quads fired up, get the rectus femoris fired up. Yeah, I'm gonna put the video in there, and you guys can just watch that, because I don't really know much about that one. Then we start off with machine abduction, adduction, one set there. Hamstrings, lying first, then seated hamstrings. So we work in the lengthened position or the shortened position, and then the lengthened position. I know you guys can read it, it says it there. 2 sets for each there. I like starting with hamstrings on any leg workout. I think it makes you feel much better when you're moving forward into the session. The knees are warm, there's blood in the hamstrings. As soon as you go and hit the quads, the blood just goes from there to there. And I think it's just much better. Always feels better on the knees, even if you don't have knee problems. I think starting with hamstrings is always a good one, especially because most people would have, in terms of like lagging body parts, their hamstrings will be lagging compared to their quads. So it makes sense to start with hamstrings, put the effort in, and then move on to quads after that. Then it's on to banded leg extension. So we band from the bottom. It puts like an aggressive amount of tension in the shortened range. And it actually allows you to use a little bit less weight. So especially with my knee problem at the minute, it allows me to use a little bit less weight. So in the lengthened position of the quad, it's not putting too much strain on the knee, and then when we get to the short position, it's like maximum load and some, and it really works well. You get a wicked pump. 2 sets there, higher rep ranges, 10 to 15s and 15 to 20s. Plate loaded vertical leg press. So we're doing this instead of the reverse banded hack squat at the minute, because I'm still a little bit tender, getting right down into that bottom range of the hack squat, but I'll be there soon. Single digits, double digits, and then banded 45. We've got 10 to 15 here, 20 to 30. That's like a Widowmaker type set, which is awesome. We do that 10 to 15 with a 2-second pause in the bottom, just to really make sure that we're initiating contractions with like no momentum, no inertia. So we remove the inertia, powerful explosive contractions to failure of 10 to 15, and then a back off set, 20 to 30, Widowmaker. Kill yourself, motherfucker. Tension. What the fuck is that? It's tension. Tension, baby. Tension is king. Okay, so basically, no stopping at the top, no stopping at the bottom. Once you can't go no more, the set is done. And then we finish off on the seated toe press. And I actually don't finish off on the seated toe press. I actually start with calves, because if I end with calves, my quads are fucked and I can't do calves. So that actually goes before adductors. And that is it. That's the training plan. That is what I'm doing. And basically, like I said, guys, that volume there is minimum effective volume. So it can only go up from there. So week 2, you might be looking at a couple of extra sets per body part. Same again for week 3. Or maybe Cal starts chucking in some rest pauses and stuff there. And then week 4, again, you know, I'm sure there's going to be rest pauses, intensifier sets, extra sets and all that shit. But I will keep you guys updated. And that is pretty much it. And then I'm going to end it with saying thanks for watching this sit down video. Just a sit down video today. Nothing too fancy pants, but I appreciate you guys watching the videos. The videos are going to be flowing out every Monday and Thursday. Okay, so today's video is Monday, Thursday, and it is Monday. I'm actually just going to edit this right now and upload it. And then Thursday's video, we are training with Valentin Petrov, IFBB Pro. Stepped on stage with him in Poland. It was very nice to meet him. He's a fucking cool dude. We spent some time together, eat pizza. We had to even go for a walk together just to like get the food down so we could go to sleep. We went for like a 30-minute walk at like 3 a.m. in the middle of fucking Warsaw. It was freezing. We actually had a little heart-to-heart, like nice little chat. It was cool, man. He's a cool dude. So I'm gonna be training with him tomorrow in Kings. I think we're doing my chest session. That'll be uploaded for you guys on Thursday, and then I think we're doing legs on Saturday, which will be Monday's video. Okay, so we've got some cool content coming up for you dudes. Appreciate you watching. Hit the subscribe button, all that shit. Like, comment, let me know any content that you want to know. And also, I'm doing some t-shirts, man. Some Golden Boy, John Lofthouse, you know, some merchandise. It's not gonna be fucking mad. You know, I'm not going full garment, like, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be some simple t-shirts, some basic t-shirts, but I think they're just gonna be black, but I want your guys' opinion. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should have my JL logo? If you guys follow me, you'll know I've got the JL shield, the mother logo. I was thinking of putting it here, central, and then the big Golden Boy Lofthouse logo on the back, but Hannah thinks it should be on the side. Central side, big logo on the back, black tee. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, man, because I'd appreciate it. Okay, peace out. I'm going to eat some core cake.